Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word. I'm back here along the Santa Fe. It's windy today here at the Santa Fe River. Hurricane is coming close out in the Gulf. So anyway, it's windy conditions. But anyway, we're going to continue on our journey through the book of Jonah. We've done chapter 1, 2, and 3. We finished last week, or not last week, last time we met, last episode. But today, let's look at chapter 4, and I'm entitling this, Jonah Goes Back to School, okay? Sometimes you've been like, a good example would be a driving class. Before you got your license, you took a driving class and learned how to drive and stuff. But then stuff happens to you, and as you're driving, you might get in an accident, you might get a speeding ticket, and then the judge will say, you need to go to driving school to learn some of the rules of the road again and to learn how to drive better. So he sends you back to school, okay? That's what's happening here in chapter 4 is Jonah is sent back to school, okay? He already went to fish class or whale class in chapter 2 where God had sent him to be in the whale for 3 days. At the end of that time, he repented. And we learned in chapter 3 that he talked to the people and didn't give much of a message, but except that destruction is coming. And the people repented, okay? And so they repented and God relented. Okay, we talked about that last time. Now, you think Jonah would be happy about this. He's like, I preached a simple message and the people repented and now my job is done. Yay, I can go home. No. He wanted to see these people destroyed. He hated them that much. So he goes out and decides he's going to sit along sit on the outside of the city looking down, much like I'm looking down over the Santa Fe River here, looking down and seeing, he wants to see this destruction happen with and he's probably got like a thing of popcorn with him and a Coke, and he's going to watch the fireworks, take off here in the destruction of Nineveh. But it's not going to happen because God relented. Let's read chapter 4. It says this, But to Jonah this seemed very wrong, and he became angry. He prayed to the Lord, Isn't this what I said, Lord, when I was still at home? This is what I tried to forestall by fleeing to Tarshish. I knew that you are a gracious and compassionate God, slow to anger, abounding in love, a God who relents from sending calamity. Jonah is complaining about stuff, good characteristics, that is just part of God's character, okay? And it's a character that benefits him. It benefited him big time when he was in the whale, okay? The compassion and slow to anger and all that stuff, it benefited him. And he's now complaining about other people, okay? The big theme of this whole thing is it's not about you, okay? It's about other people. There's a song we sing in the church. I don't know if we sing it a lot anymore, but it's like, oh, it's all about you, Jesus, Well, some people, I think they want to change those words, and it's all about me, can't you see me, And that's not the way it should be. It's all about God, okay? And it's all about others, well, not yourself. So he is upset because these people, God is a kind God and gracious and slow to anger. Okay, verse 3. Now, Lord, take away my life, for it is better for me to die than to live. Okay, he's upset and he's like, I just want to die. But the Lord replied, Is it right for you to be angry? Jonah had gone out and sat down at a place east of the city. There he made a shelter and sat in its shade and waited to see what would happen in the city. So he made his little shelter there and set up, and he's going to wait to see what happens. He sat in its shade and waited to see what would happen to the city. Then the Lord God provided a leafy plant and made it grow up over Jonah to give shade for his head to ease his discomfort. And Jonah was very happy about the plant. Okay? We've talked about in the book of Jonah how God provides things to teach us. Okay? The first thing he provided was the storm. Okay? The second thing he provides is the great fish. Okay, now he's provided this leafy plant. This is the third thing God has provided. All of these things are things to teach Jonah. Okay, this third thing is something that Jonah would be like, oh yeah, this is great. I love this leafy plant growing over me. The other things, no, he didn't really want those things, but it was to teach. Okay, so God provides this leafy plant. Okay, but the story's not over. In verse 7, but at dawn the next day, God provided a worm which chewed up the plant so that it withered. Uh-oh, God provides a worm. Not good for Jonah, okay? That's the next thing God provides is that worm, and it chewed up the plant so it withered. When the sun rose, God provided a scorching east wind, and the sun blazed on Jonah's head, so he grew faint. Okay, he didn't have a little hat like I do. He was like, I'm dying out here. And so the sun was beaten down on his head, and he grew faint. He wanted to die and said, it would be better for me to die than to live. Okay, so he's getting upset there. God has provided, he's provided three things right in a row. He provided the leafy plant, then he provides the worm, then he provides the wind. All to teach Jonah. And the lesson is, it's not all about you. It's about others, okay? So, and the sun's beating down on him. And so, as the sun's beating down on him, he's just getting madder. Verse 9, but God said to Jonah, is it right for you to be angry about the plant? It is, he said, and I am angry, and I wish I were dead. But the Lord said, you have been concerned about this plant, though you did not tend to it or make it grow. It sprang up overnight and died overnight. And should I not have concern for the great city of Nineveh, in which there are more than 120,000 people who cannot tell their right hand from their left, and also many animals? 120,000 people that can't tell their right hand from their left. What is that? What are those people? Those people are the people that, young people that are, say, ages 1 and 2, 3 maybe, that you don't know the left hand from the right hand. And so that's what we believe it's describing. 120,000 people. Like that, innocent people that don't know what's right and wrong, okay? That you have those people, plus then you have all the population beyond that. And as we finish this chapter here, it's important to see that it's not about you, okay? It's about God. And the stuff we do is to honor God. And it's about others. Okay, Jonah was if you look at this whole story of Jonah, he's very self-centered all the way through it. Okay, he never traveled and going, I just love the people and I want to let them know about God. He didn't do that at all. It was always about him. He was very self-centered through this whole thing. But he's going back to school, and God is changing him. Okay. God is changing him to make him the man he wants him to be. Okay? Now, Jonah ended up being a very humble man. And you're asking, how do we know this? Well, who wrote the book of Jonah? Jonah. Okay? You got to be a pretty humble guy to write that stuff. If I was writing a book about myself, I would exclude a lot of that stuff. Okay? But not Jonah. Jonah includes everything, and it's to teach us that God is more important than we are, and other people are more important. And so that song, it's all about you. It's all about God. Okay, it's not about you. All right. Thanks for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and we will see you tomorrow. We're finished with Jonah. Can you believe that? How about that? We're finished with Jonah. It's just starting to rain here. How about that? So tomorrow we are going to be starting a new book. You'll have to wait and see. Maybe it's something futuristic like Daniel. I don't know. We'll see. So join us tomorrow as we start a new book. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I'll see you tomorrow. Blessings.